And we're all vegan at heart because we all avoid hurting animals and we care about their well-being. Think of motorists who brake suddenly or swerve to avoid hitting birds on the road. And yet they're probably eating other birds like chickens.
In our apartment building where we live, one of the ladies is a pet sitter, a dog sitter. And so every morning we watch people drive to the apartment building before they go off to work with their companion animals, and they leave their dogs to be sat by this woman. These people spend their hard-earned money to pay someone else to babysit their dogs because that's how much they care about the well-being of their animals. And yet, at the same time, those same people may have eaten bacon and eggs and milk for breakfast that morning before dropping the dog off at the pet sitter. And the dog sitter herself took a great amount of pride in letting us, the only vegans, know in the building how much she loved eating the Christmas ham.
Growing up, our family dog was a Jack Russell named Susie. I remember playing a ball game with Susie one day where I accidentally knocked her in the head. And when she yelped in pain, I can still remember my stomach dropped. I felt so bad because I couldn't explain to the sweet little girl that it was only an accident and she'd done nothing wrong. And yet at the same time, I was causing unimaginable suffering to all manner of other animals by what I was eating, wearing, and using.
So when people say that they love animals, what they generally mean is that they love some animals, like their companion animals, their cats and dogs in their life that share their homes, but they also love the taste of other animals. And we don't need to love animals to know that it's wrong to unnecessarily hurt them. For example, I was never an animal lover. I was actually scared of most animals, petrified of cats, but I never thought of hurting them. And it's just like how not everyone is a people person. You know, we don't all love all humans, but that doesn't justify us killing them.
Veganism is simply about aligning our actions with our ethics. If we all value peace, compassion, justice, respect, and love, then we need to follow through and make sure that our actions 3 times a day when we sit down to eat are peaceful, compassionate, just, respectful, and loving. And that means not paying someone else to needlessly kill innocent, defenseless animals for meat, dairy, and eggs.
After all, the golden rule is to do unto others as we would have done unto us. And if we wouldn't want what we do to animals to be done to us, then we shouldn't be doing it to them.
And the reason why good people who genuinely love the animals in their homes can pay for such violent things to be done to other animals by industries is because of something called speciesism. Speciesism is a form of discrimination like racism, sexism, heterosexism, ableism, ageism, classism, etc. Speciesism is where we as human animals believe that we are superior to non-human animals, and that some non-human animals like dogs, cats, tigers, whales, dolphins, elephants, etc. are superior to other non-human animals like cows, pigs, chickens, ducks, turkeys, fish, sheep, etc. However, as animals, we are all equal in our capacity to suffer. And this mindset of superiority reminds us of a quote by Theodore W. Adorno. Auschwitz begins whenever someone looks at a slaughterhouse and thinks they're only animals.
Back to our vegan story in 2011. So the first thing we said when we clicked on Gary's video was, an hour? Who has time to watch a 1-hour YouTube video? Little did we know. But of course, Gary's words, conviction, passion, and the truth had us captivated and watching until the very end. And again, at the end of that video, there wasn't even a decision to make. We both knew that eating any animal products or using and exploiting animals in any way was no longer an option. We were now vegan. You see, we went vegetarian because we didn't want to kill and exploit animals. But in order to remain morally consistent, we had to be vegan.
But this time, we knew that we hadn't just done our part by no longer participating in the exploitation.